Hello everyone, this is Farheen here with you and welcome back to my channel FK Life Learning is Fun and Easy. Hands. God has gifted us with such beautiful hands that we can use to do so many things, including remembering a lot of concepts that many of us are not aware of. So let's go ahead and have some fun with our hands. Okay, so I have my hand here and I have numbered my fingers, although you can always assume this yourself, but just to make it easy for you, I have numbered it. So this is 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 and this is 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, so now let's see what we can do with this. How can we multiply? Okay, now let's say we have to do 7 times 7. So you have 7 here and 7 here. So we bring the 7 and 7 close to each other and close the fingers that are coming along with it. So how many fingers did you close? We closed 4 fingers. Okay, we have 4 fingers here which we have closed. So this is 4. So the answer starts with 4. Alright, then you have 3 this side and 3 this side. Okay, so you do 3 times 3 which becomes 9. So our answer is 4 and 9 which is 49. So 7 times 7 is 49, right? Isn't that cool? Okay, let's try another one. Okay, let's do 7 times 8. What do you say? Okay, let's say this is 7 and this is 8. Okay, so we bring 7 over 8 and we close these fingers. So how many fingers did we close here? We closed 5 fingers. Okay, so our answer starts with 5. And then there are 2 this side and 3 this side. So it's 2 times 3 is 6. So our answer is 56. Alright, so 7 times 8 is 56. That's how we do this. Okay, now let's try another one. Let's say 9 times 9. Okay, so you bring the 9 and the 9 close to each other. So you close all these fingers and you are left with 1 and 1. Okay, so you have closed how many fingers? 8. You have closed 8 fingers and you have 1 on this side, 1 on this side. So your answer is 8 and 1 times 1 which is 1. So 81 is your answer. Isn't that super cool? Now you can practically do the multiplications of the harder numbers in such an easy way. So let's do one last one. Okay, now okay, let's do the last one, and which is the most complicated, which is 6 times 6. Okay, so we do 6 times 6. So we have 2 fingers closed in. Okay, so for now the answer is going to start with 2 and this is 4 and 4. So it's 4 times 4 is 16. Okay, so 16, but you have a 2 here. So you add the 1 from the 16 to the 2. Okay, it's like a carryover. So you add it here, so it becomes 36. Okay, so that's how we do multiplication with our fingers. So our hands are really cool. Okay, so now you know that amongst the tables, the 9 is the most difficult table that any child would dread to learn. Okay, but I have an easy way here for you to learn the tables of 9, or rather just you can do it any time that you want on your fingers. Okay, so let's do it. So now we know I have numbered my fingers from 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Alright, so now we start with the 9 table. So if we have to do 9 times 1, we are going to we are going to close the 1's finger. Okay, because we are doing 9 times 1. So we do 9 times 1 which is 9. You can see the fingers that are left here are 9 fingers. Okay, then you open it back and you do 9 times 2. 9 times 2, this side you have 1 and this side you have 8. Okay, so 9 times 2 is 1 and 8 which is 18. Okay, then you come to 9 times 3 which is 27. Then you come to 9 times 4 which is 36. Then you come to 9 times 5 which is 45. Okay, Then we come to 9 times 6, which is 54. And then we come to 9 times 7, which is 63. And then we have 9 times 8, which is 72. And then there is 9 times 9, which is 81. And then you have 9 times 10, which is 90. Easy. Okay, so now we know that there are 12 months in a year, okay, and there are some months which have 31 days, and there are some months which have 30 days, and there's February which has 28 days, okay. So now I'll show you an easy way to remember which month has how many days. In fact, even when we become adults, there are times when we don't remember in a few of the months, you know, whether this is a month which has 31 days or 30 days. So now the easy way to remember it is on your knuckles, okay. So what we can do is, you know, you put your fist like this, then you can see your knuckles. On my knuckles I have put the blue dots here, okay, those are my knuckles, and there's depression between two knuckles where I have put a line, okay. There's a line between. So now, as you can see here, I've written for your understanding that the dot represents 31 days and the line represents 30 days or 28 as in February, okay. So now let's start doing it. So how do we do it? This is January. You start from here and you say this is January with 31 days, February with 28 days, March with 31 days, April with 30 days, May with 31 days, June with 30 days, and July and August comes on the same last knuckle. Both of them are on the same knuckle, okay. So July and August are again 31 days. Then you come back. September is 30 days, October is 31 days, November is 30 days, and December is 31 days. So that's how it is. Let's go over it once again. January, February, March, April, May, June, July, August, September, October, November, and December. So the dot is 31 days and the line is 30 days or 28 in case of February. Isn't that cool? Okay, so as you can see here that we can use our hands to find out the most commonly used terms in trigonometry. Okay, I suppose trigonometry starts from grade 7 and upwards, or maybe 8 and upwards, so it's quite an important thing, and remembering them could be a nightmare. So there's a very easy way to find this, okay. So firstly, I've drawn a hand over here, okay. If you can see the hand, there is the little finger is 0 degrees and 30 degrees, 45, 60 degrees, and 90 degrees. All right, so that's how we place our hand and assume these values on the fingers. All right, and then what do we do? Okay, what we have to remember is two things. Okay, firstly, that sine theta, always when we find a sine theta, is always towards the right hand side, okay, and when we find the cos theta, it's on the left hand side, okay. So that's what's the first thing. And the second thing is, I've written down here for you that whenever we find a sine theta, we will count the numbers of fingers on the right, the number of fingers on the right of that angle, okay, and square root it and divide it by 2. Okay, you'll know a little better in a few seconds, okay. And the other thing is the cos theta, in which we see for the same angle, we count the number of fingers on the left of that angle, we square root it and we divide it by 2. Okay, so let's see how we can do this now. So here I have also made a table for you, okay, the trigonometry table. Okay. So here we have all the data. here to check. And then you can, as you can see here, that there is sine theta, cos theta, tan theta, cot theta, secant theta, and cosecant theta. Okay, so now in this case, if we know the sine and the cos, we can easily calculate the rest of the 4. Okay, so the once you know the sine and the cos, the tan theta is going to be sine theta divided by cos theta or cos x. Okay, and cot theta is going to be 1 divided by tan theta. Secant theta is going to be 1 by cos theta. Cosecant theta is going to be 1 by sine theta. Okay, and these are the values for 0 degrees, 30 degrees, 45 degrees, 60 degrees, and 90 degrees. Okay, now let's start with the 0 degrees. Okay, so here I have done it for you so that we can utilize our time faster. Okay, so now we have the 0 degrees here. So when you're calculating the 0 degrees on your hand, you consider this finger closed. Okay, you can probably bend it when you're doing it on your hand. Okay, so you consider this closed. Now, as I told you that sine theta is on, when you calculate sine theta, it is on the right. So on the right, do we have any fingers here? No, 0. So our formula was counting the numbers on the right, squaring it, and dividing it by 2. So that's what I've done here, counting the no fingers on the right, so it's square root of 0 divided by 2, which is 0. Okay, now let's come to cos 0 degrees. Okay, well, first we did sine 0 degrees, and now it's cos 0 degrees. So in case of cos 0 degrees, you count the fingers on the left of this. Okay, so on the left, how many? 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 fingers. So it should be square root of 4 divided by 2. As it says here that you count the numbers of the fingers on the left and you divide it by 2. So that's what we did here. 4 fingers on the left, so it's square root of 4 divided by 2, which is 2 by 2, which is 1. Then you can easily find out tan 0 degrees, which is supposed to be sine by cos, which is 0 divided by 1, which is equal to 0. Then you have cot, which is 1 by 0, which is infinity. Then you have secant, which is supposed to be 1 divided by cos theta, so 1 divided by 1 is 1. Then you have cosecant 0, which is 1 divided by 0, which is infinity. Okay, now let's do the next one. Okay, now you have sine 30 degrees and cos 30 degrees. So let's put this on this finger now. Okay, so since we are calculating 30 degrees, so we will cover that. And now we will see how many fingers on the right for the sine. So now for the sine theta, we have only 1 finger on the right. Okay, for sine 30 degrees, we have 1 finger on the right. So it should be square root of 1 divided by 2, which I have done here. It is square root of 1 divided by 2, which is 1 by 2. Then you have cos. For cos, you count the fingers on the left. So 1, 2, 3 fingers on the left. So it should be 3 fingers on the left. It should be square root of 3 divided by 2. Okay, now next the tan 30, which is supposed to be sine theta by cos theta. So it is half divided by square root of 3 by 2. So when you divide two fractions, it's like multiplying, the other fraction becomes reverse. So it's like 1 by 2 divided by root 3 by 2 is equal to 1 by 2 when you reverse it and multiply. So multiplied by 2 by root 3, okay, which is equal to 1 divided by root 3. Okay, because the 2 and 2 gets cancelled and it's 1 divided by root 3. Now cot 30 is just the reverse of tan, so it's root 3. Then secant is the reverse of cos, which is 2 by root 3. Cosecant is the reverse of sine, which is 2. Okay, so this is done. Now let's go to sine 45 degrees and cos 45 degrees. Now again we do the same thing. We cover the 45 degrees part, then you go to the right. So 2 fingers on the right, so hence sine 45 should be square root of 2 divided by 2, which is 1 by root 2. Okay, so square root of 2 divided by 2 is supposed to be 1 by root 2. All right, now then we come to this part, which is again the same. It is 2 fingers on the side, so it's going to be the same, 1 by root 2. Then we have tan 45, so we have the same quantity divided by the same quantity, which is 1. And then you have cot 45, which is 1 divided by 1, which is 1. Then you have secant 45, which is 1 divided by 1 by root 2, which means 1 times root 2, which is equal to root 2, and cosecant is the reverse of sine, which is supposed to be root 2. Alright, now next, this is sine 60 degrees and cos 60 degrees. Now in 60 degrees, again the same thing, we put it here. Now for the sine, we count on the right, so it's 1, 2, 3 fingers on the right, so it is square root of 3 divided by 2. In the case of cos, there's only 1 finger left here, so it should be square root of 1 divided by 2, which is equal to 1 by 2. Then you have tan 60 degrees, which is this divided by this, so this is basically reverse and multiplied, so it becomes root 3. Then you have secant 60, which is the reverse of cos, so it is 2, and cosecant, which is the reverse of sine, which is 2 by root 3. Okay, now let's do the last one. So in case of the last one, we have sine 90 degrees and cos 90 degrees. Okay, so in let's do this. Now in 90 degrees, we cover this part, and now we will see the sine part. So on the right, you go for the sine, you go on the right, so it's 1, 2, 3, 4. So square root of 4 divided by 2, which is 2 by 2 and 1. And then we have cos 90, so since we do not have any finger this side, so it's supposed to be square root of 0 by 2, which is 0. Now tan 90 degrees is 1 divided by 0, which is infinity. And then you have you are supposed to be having cot here. Okay, cot 90 degrees is supposed to be 0 divided by 1. So 0 divided by 1 is 0. So that's here. Now we have secant 90 degrees, which is the reverse of cos. So it should be 1 divided by 0, which is infinity. Then we have cosecant 90 degrees, which is the reverse of sine. So 1 divided by 1, which is equal to 1. So that's about it. So it's really easy to find any trigonometry figures just using your hands. So if you keep this method in mind, it's going to be a piece of cake for you. Okay, and I shall post these pictures on my Facebook account. Okay, and you can get even for my previous videos, you will have the papers for your reference posted on the Facebook account. Okay, if you want to become a you want to join the Facebook account, for any future calculations or tricks in mathematics or any subject, then you can just become a member of my Facebook account, which is FAR, okay, and KLIFE. So it's FAR K Life. Okay, and the YouTube channel which you can subscribe to for regular videos is FK_LIFE. LIFE stands for Learning is Fun and Easy. So that's my Facebook account, that's my YouTube account, and this is my Facebook account. Please subscribe to it, join the Facebook account, and happy mathematics.
Aren't you amazed? Even I was when I learned them. Please don't forget to like, share, comment, and subscribe.